What's up, everyone? So we're going to take this and turn it into something like this. We're going to use diagonal lines, composition technique, diagonal lines through the photograph. So this is going to be a high key, kind of black and white. We're going to import it into Photoshop, do a grayscale on it. Things are going to be very bright, almost overexposed. But we're also going to try to create shadows in the background that match the diagonal lines to kind of keep things consistent and keep a little bit more motion, a little bit more tension in the photograph. Anyway, let's turn off the lights. Let's do a really well exposed photograph and then put it through post-processing, all that stuff. See what we come up with. Okay, let's get started. Start with the sheets, obviously. Get a nice even kind of exposure on these lines, but we kind of want to keep some shadows if we can, some slight shadows. Kind of see it coming in now. And we're going to bounce back and forth between the front and the back. Kind of back and forth here. You see it kind of coming in. Unlike a lot of exposures, this one's going to be pretty well done. But we are going to kind of play around with maxing it out, meaning if we go over, we're going to burn it out, get a really high key photo that you can't see any kind of definition in anything, which we kind of want to avoid. All right, so sheets are kind of coming in. And gonna get this well exposed. I'm going to try to leave some shadows in a few places to give it a little bit more depth. All right, that flower and that is coming quite well. That's good. I think that's about right. I'm now going to bounce back to the background. Step back. And this is kind of the tricky part. We're going to try to create some diagonal lines if possible. Just something like a, everything's got to be exposed, but we actually have to create a little bit of shadow or a little bit of tint in the background as well. Exposure's coming through, you can see background starting to come up. Yeah, it's starting to really light up. We can kind of play with areas, get it to be really bright. Other areas not quite as bright. That's the toughest part, looking at your exposure. Try this all the way down. Just kind of back and forth. Fill in the rest a little bit. Come on. There it goes. This takes a while, just takes a while. Kind of knowing where your background's at. That's it. You mainly, with this light painting, you can get the framework up very quick. But after that, it's these small little details that take a long time. 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Down there. Getting closer. Getting closer. Okay, that edge filled in right there. I'll try to do this. Okay, we got some there. Yep, getting there. All right, I'm going to stop and take a look at the exposure. See what we have. A little bit here and there. Still need some right in there. Let's see if we can get over there. There we go. Focus. Got a nice, have a light that actually focuses a little bit for you. You see that coming in. And we're getting there. Okay. We're going to run this through. So we're going to run this through and see what it looks like in Photoshop. I might actually, I'm going to have to lighten that. Actually lighten the front of that vase just a tad. It's pretty dark. Looks like it's starting to come up. There we go. Okay, it's coming up. There we go. All right, that helps. A little bit over there. I think we got everything. All right, so now we're going to put it into Photoshop and see what we come up with. What we're going to do is put it in a grayscale. We're going to raise the exposure even more, almost get it to where it's blown out. We're going to put some texture, some canvas on it, so it looks like a painting of some sorts. We might put a little dehaze on there because it is very, very sharp, and that kind of detracts from a painting a little bit there. But yeah, that's where it's at. We'll do a post wrap up. I'm going to click on the lights and get moving forward. Okay, that about wraps it up. I'll show you the photos in a sec, but just notice, again, diagonal lines. That was pretty much what this is about, is diagonal line here, here, as far as it matches there, and whatever we can muster up on the background. So yeah, doesn't look too bad for an iPhone. Kind of an artsy looking thing, something you can hang on the wall and take a look at it, see what you think. Comments, questions, concerns, hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.